Hey, the truth is, most people don't know how to effectively use Instagram to grow their businesses. I see this every single day on Instagram, where small businesses make some critical mistakes that are actually preventing them from growing their businesses. And that's why I'm creating this video to share with you 7 of the best techniques that I've come across in the past 5 years that seems to work. These are techniques that I've tested as well and has gotten great results, and also techniques that I've learned from some of the best in the industry. One of my favorite digital marketers of all time is Gary Vaynerchuk, and some of these techniques are techniques that he actually talks about every single day on Instagram and on his YouTube show. So I'm going to be sharing these 7 techniques with you, and I can almost guarantee you that if you use these 7 techniques in your business, you will definitely see some great results from your Instagram marketing campaign. So without any further ado, let's just dive right into it. Okay, so one of the main things that you want to make sure that you do when you're using Instagram to grow your business is that you want to make sure that you're providing value to your audience and to your target audience. One of the biggest mistakes I've seen so many small businesses make in recent times on Instagram is that they try to be too salesy. Everything they post on their Instagram feed is actually a post about something that they're selling. However, a slightly different approach of actually providing value to your audiences will actually yield much better engagement rates on your Instagram page, which is actually a growth indicator, right? So having a lot of engagement will actually give you a much greater chance of appearing in the Explore feed, and appearing in the Explore feed will actually give you a lot more traffic to your Instagram page, which is ultimately what you're trying to get. More traffic to your Instagram page is potentially more customers for your business. And the best approach of actually achieving that is to provide value to your audience. The second thing I want to talk a bit about is aesthetics. Aesthetics are extremely important when you're trying to grow your business using Instagram. Having a properly curated feed always generates a lot more engagement and grows much faster than a feed that is not curated. And this has been proven time and time again. I've analyzed a ton of different Instagram feed and I've seen this over and over again. So whenever I'm now meeting with clients as it relates to using Instagram to grow their businesses, I always encourage them to make sure that their feed has a certain look and feel to it. A very simple thing such as just using the colors of your brand on your Instagram feed and keeping that consistent can do wonders for your business as it relates to generating a lot more engagement. And as mentioned before, engagement on your Instagram feed is extremely important. So don't neglect aesthetics is extremely important, and I highly recommend that you have a theme and you maintain a theme for your Instagram page. Another critical thing that you must pay attention to when you're using Instagram for your business is getting and using a lot more user-generated content. User-generated content is by far the most powerful form of content that you can post on your Instagram feed. And if you have not been using user-generated content before, it's time you start paying very close attention to getting and using as much user-generated content as you possibly can. If you don't know what user-generated content is, I highly recommend you start looking into it and start securing a lot more of that content. But in simple form, user-generated content is content that would have been created by a past customer or anyone who would have interacted with your business before. This could be in the form of a review, whether it be via video or by a text or by a voice. You can actually take that content and repurpose it and post it on your feed. And this acts as social proof for you and for your business. And that is why having and using user-generated content is so powerful. In all my experience using user-generated content on Instagram and using it in different ad campaigns, I can actually tell you that this is the form of content that's going to get you the best engagement and gets you the best results from any marketing activity that you do on Instagram. So make sure that you're using, and if you're not yet using, you're looking into start using user-generated content on your Instagram feed. Okay, so the next critical thing I want to talk to you about as it relates to using Instagram for your business is advertising and split testing. Advertising on Instagram works. I discussed this in my last video, and if you have not yet seen that video, I highly recommend you give it a watch. I'm going to be leaving a link in the cards above and also in the video description below. But advertising on Instagram works without a doubt. Once you do all the necessary things which I spoke about in that video, it will definitely give you the results that you're looking for. I've been advertising on Instagram for the longest while, and every single campaign that I ran on Instagram, I've gotten pretty good results. Another aspect to advertising on Instagram, however, is split testing. Most people, when they're running ad campaigns on Instagram, they will set up an ad, they click on that promote button, and that's it. However, I highly recommend you split test, which means set up multiple ads. And then once you start collecting that data, whether it be within a week or a couple of weeks, you look at which one is performing the best, which one is resonating with the audience the best, and then you want to double down on that one and kill the underperforming one. And this is something that you want to do consistently. So what that means is that every single time you'll always have the best ad campaign running. But you want to make sure that you're advertising on Instagram, and you want to make sure that you're split testing if you want to actually get really successful with your Instagram campaigns. Okay, so earlier I spoke a bit about how critical it is for you to get a lot of engagement on your Instagram post. Engagement is what feeds the Instagram algorithm, and in order for you to get discovered, you have to feed that algorithm. The more you get, the more you reach. The more you get, the more people you reach. That is exactly how it works. So in order for you to get this engagement, of course, you have to be active and you actually have to engage with people. Instagram for Business themselves actually recommend that you post a minimum of twice per week. But I'm going to recommend a lot more than that, because what I've found is that posting once every single day seems to be the best way to go about Instagram. A lot of people will go for 5 days trying not to flood their feed, but I've found that posting once per day, every single day, is right at that sweet spot where you're not bombarding people with too many posts, but you're also being consistent. But you have to be consistent and active on Instagram in order for it to work for you. And I highly recommend going for 5 to 7 times per week. Also, you want to make sure that you're engaging with people that engage and reach out to you. You want to be engaging in the DMs as much as the feed and the people in the public is not seeing your DMs. You want to make sure you're engaging in your DMs. You want to make sure, of course, that you're responding to your comments, because those who are discovering your page for the first time will look to see if you actually engage with questions and people in the comments. And if it's a no, they're going to be hesitant to engage with you. So make sure you're doing this if you really want to get the most out of Instagram for your business. Okay, so the next critical thing that you want to make sure that you do in order to get the most out of Instagram for your business is to explore different content types. So another very big mistake that I've seen so many small businesses make in recent times, and I've been making for a very long time actually, is that they tend to stick to a certain type of content. Usually it's probably some post that they would have made on Canva with some words and maybe some stock photos. However, I highly recommend exploring different content types as opposed to just making those posts on Canva, which are great. I highly recommend that you try some videos, maybe you try some voiceovers, maybe you try some written text on your Instagram post. But I highly recommend playing around with different content types, because what I've found is that different people gravitate to different types of content. And while most people may gravitate towards video content, you still have a lot of people who would love to listen to someone talk, or love to read a post, or would love to just look at some beautiful images. So make sure you're exploring with different content types so you can actually cover all types of people that fits within your target audience. It's extremely important, and I highly recommend you do it. Okay, so before I share the last critical thing you must know about using Instagram to grow your business, I do want to give a huge shout out to channel partner Fiverr. So Fiverr has been working with me for about 2 years now, helping to make these videos possible. And what Fiverr is Fiverr is a platform, a freelancing platform where you can actually find experts to help you with anything you need for your business. So let's say you need a website. You can go to Fiverr and you can find an expert web designer on Fiverr for a lot less than what you typically get charged from someone that you know locally. So I highly recommend Fiverr. And if you're looking for someone to help you with your business, whether it be marketing, web design, an app, whatever it is, use Fiverr. And if you use the link in the video description, you will get 10% off your first order. All right, so the last critical thing I want to share with you as it relates to using Instagram effectively to grow your business is something that should come as a no-brainer to you, but I see where a lot of small businesses are still making this critical mistake. And what I'm making reference to here is having a website or a landing page or somewhere where your actual Instagram users can go to either learn more, to sign up for your offer, or to make a purchase. It is extremely important. While you can actually manage a lot of this in your DMs, especially when you're just starting out, I highly recommend just having somewhere where people can actually do this on an automated basis. Whether it be you have a form or a website or a landing page or something, just to make the process that much easier. It will save you a lot of time that you can actually invest in one of the other things that we've just discussed, and it will also make the experience much better for the end user. So I highly recommend having a website or having a landing page, or if you don't have the money or the budget for a website and a landing page, you can actually create a form using Google Forms for free, but have something where your users can actually take certain actions without you having to be present in the DMs with them every single time. It's extremely valuable and extremely important. All right, so there you have it. I really do hope you found a ton of value in this video. And if you did, I would really appreciate it if you'd give this video a like. A like helps it with the YouTube algorithm, which helps other business owners to see it as well. And if you have any questions, go ahead and post them in the comments. I'll definitely respond. I love engaging with you guys. And if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you get notified when I release that course and also when I release new videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.